This project, the Mint Project, is about building a new museum in San Francisco. San Francisco is already a city in this whole region that has extraordinary museums and other institutional landmarks. But surprisingly, there is no place in the Bay Area today that really celebrates the culture and the history of the men and women that have made this city what it is today. So this is a place where we want to tell those stories, and we want to do it in a new, innovative way.
We are taking one of the most important historic buildings in San Francisco and infusing it with the innovation and excitement of San Francisco's history, but also its impact on the future. This cultural experience has not been given to this region. In fact, it hasn't been given anywhere.
The Mint Project will be built around the stories of innovation and diversity.
I'm excited about it because we have a great designer who has done wonderful work, including at the Smithsonian. It's not going to be a static museum simply with objects. It's going to be a very gripping place.
And it starts on the interactive blackboard that appears static when you walk into the room, and then as you trigger a sensor, it comes to life and does a film show. At heart, I'm a storyteller, and no city that I'm aware of has more stories to tell that are compelling and meaningful and germane to the present than the city of San Francisco. The way we work the story out is to let each room be a story in and of itself.
Probably if there's one thing that excites me about this project more than anything else, it's the story approach that we're taking. It's turning a museum upside down and starting with the stories first and looking at how artifacts support those stories. And when you examine those stories and you look at the achievement of the men and women and the impact they've had on the nation and the world, there couldn't be anything more thrilling.
When I walked into the building, my jaw dropped. The physical place is so inspiring. The high ceilings, exposed brick walls, it's like you can see the history of the city embodied in this one place.
We're going to tell the story of the history and culture of this Bay Area, and what better place to do it than to put it into one of the most historic landmark buildings in the Bay Area, the Old Mint.
It's really a transformation. It's going to be turned into something that tells the story of the region and of who we are. And so it's the very best thing you can do with a historic building. You can imagine change. You can keep the best of what is there, and then you can move on, you can move into the future.
What I really give credit to the Mint Project for thinking about is to be a gateway, a point of entry, being right there in the heart of San Francisco, in the tourist district, having the Visitor and Convention Bureau there. They have a really unique opportunity.
We want this to be an orientation place where people come first when they come to San Francisco, and that they really learn all about the rich heritage and all the opportunities so that they can design a personalized experience that will make the rest of their time here be fantastic, but also authentic.
If you liked this, if you had a taste of this, here are all of the other riches in the Bay Area that you can explore.
They're really bringing the Silicon Valley cutting-edge ideas into this really historic old location.
Creative use of technology to give a more personalized experience is really the right direction for museums now. And I think those that are really model institutions and model projects like the Mint Project are really at the forefront of thinking about that.
So we need to make this place be a dynamic place. We need to make this place be an active place. And we need to make sure it's relevant, and most importantly, that it is a great experience.
This project is phenomenal. It's exciting because nothing has the depth and richness of story as San Francisco.
It is fitting that the Old Mint will be a place where those stories are told, and people from all over can come and be inspired by the great impact this region has had on the world.
The history of San Francisco and this whole area is a very exciting and very important story, and it's not really being told presently.
So I see it as a great gift, and I think it will benefit all of the cultural institutions in the Bay Area.
Bold ideas are the only way to go. We are about bold ideas.
And to be a part of building a new institution in this millennium is a privilege beyond anything I could have imagined.